Camera's probably getting bounced around.
Tell them about it. What do we got?
All right, get, go lay down, get.
Other than some...
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we've got some catacomb terrain.
Catacomb terrain.
And we got a nice little mold line all across this
Ew,
side.
Look at those nasty nubbins. There's some nubbins too.
Yep, so we've got all that going on, and we've got our Citadel mold scraper.
Oh, mold line
scraper.
You can use it on mold too.
Nice. So it's just got this end here that's got like a sharp edge on it, and run that along the line, but you get to these little bits and it doesn't really want to do anything, but it's a good scraper for
it just peels that back.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get these little shavings. And
nice. How's it work on the bits, on the moldy bits?
It gets caught and it just kind of scrapes along a little rougher, and then you kind of get some different gouging if you really try to press hard, so.
Yeah.
Does all right.
So that's how you use it. What do you use if you're not using that?
And this is what most people have, is the cheapest, so you can run this along and try to smooth it out. You run the risk of gouging a little more with this and stabbing your finger. Most inexpensive one though, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, in a pinch, right?
Yep. Otherwise,
ooh, what's that?
This would be your scalpel handle
and
blade, and these are much thicker than the X-Acto knife.
What brand is that?
And this is heavier. This would be, I can't read it.
Swan and Morton.
Swan and Morton.
Swan and Morton retractable scalpel.
Yep.
That's a good one.
We've got that, and we can even try something over on this side here, and a lot nicer than the X-Acto knife.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it as nice as the mold line scraper?
I feel it is.
What does that mean about the mold line scraper? What's your verdict?
I feel like this is going to work better on more models, and it's got a better quality to cleaning your model than the X-Acto knife, because the blade doesn't flex and it's got a better edge on it, so you're not gouging.
I think I paid $15 for that, and it came with 5 blades, and then I think I got 100 more blades for $20. Okay. And I don't think I will ever need another blade or knife again. All right, so the mold line scraper retails for about $15.
Right, and I feel with the price and the limited use, I don't really recommend it, but you're doing a lot of this, it is a little bit quicker.
For terrain, maybe.
For terrain,
yeah.
But I really feel that this is probably the best overall, is to get a scalpel. So I would probably...
And there's other kinds too. You can get one of like this variety, and this one's really cheap.
Non-retractable handle.
Right. I think you can pick this up for about $5, and it'll work fine. But the only thing I will say about this one is if you try to, like, here, hold this and I'll do it. So sometimes when I'm scraping, instead of like doing this method with my thumb, I'll try to do what I do with an X-Acto knife, which is kind of this motion. And that can be a little trickier. It's working now, so maybe I can't say anything bad about it. Yeah, I guess it isn't as big an issue as I thought. I'd say all around, you're gonna... So this kind of motion, sometimes with this knife, it does have a little bit of wobble side to side. So I would say if you're going the route of a scalpel, get one of these just steel ones that are not retractable, just in case you want to do this kind of thing, because it'll be better for that. And I'd say on these long runs here like this, you don't really need to do that motion. You can just take them down with this. But if you're like trying to take a mold line off of a figure like this or something, and you have to get into a really tight space, like the side of this boot here, there's a little line running down. Like the shaving technique, you could do it, but it's not super duper efficient to get in there. So that's when I turn it sideways and I just kind of shave it. So that move is going to be a little harder with the retractable one because there's a little flex. You can do it still, but I like to have the steady one just in case. So yeah, so that's that. All right, so what's our final review on the Citadel mold line scraper? Because that's actually what we're reviewing here.
So this, I would probably give it a 5.
Ooh, I mean, it does what it's supposed to, but it's just not all that useful. Right?
Yeah, it's not that useful for the price. You can get other options that'll work for more things and a little better.
Yeah, maybe if you had little kids and they're into modeling.
This would be a safer alternative than having an X-Acto knife or a scalpel.
I would say if there was like a little boy who wanted to do this, if he wasn't always busy doing other things on tablets.
If he could sit down and paint something for a minute or two.
Then we might want to give him one of these as opposed to this, which will literally go right through your thumb like it's a stick of butter. But yeah, so I would say I'm at about a 4 or 5 on the mold line scraper too. And a scalpel, especially the Swan and Morton retractable scalpel, I would say this is a 10. This is a must buy for me.
Yeah.
These things are great and they're cheap, and it's good to start if you don't know whether you're going to be going through hundreds of these a year. Yeah, get one of these to start. But once you want to move up to the big leagues,
this is what?
$5.
Yeah, $5.
And they sell them at every hobby store. But yeah, get one of these. Get a pack of 100 blades, and you don't ever have to worry for the rest of your life. Unless you cut your thumb off, then you need to worry immediately. Probably go to a hospital and let a doctor worry about it a little.
Yeah, stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Okay.
Apply pressure.
Apply lots of pressure.